Hello YouTube. I have here a crown coin during the reign of Charles the First. A crown has a denomination of 5 shillings, hence you see the Roman number 5 here, the V, indicating it's a 5 shilling coin, also known as a crown. And in today's purchasing power, a crown is approximately 1 week's salary. So this money back then can provide for a family to eat, drink, and survive for 1 week. Back then there wasn't any concept of a salary. Eating back then or subsisting back then is on a day-to-day basis. So this is pretty much a very important coin to live well for 1 week. Now, this is my first hammered coin. Hammered meaning it was a hammer used to punch the die on a gold plate coin, and this is the result of punching it on top. And here is the reverse of the coin. You have the coat of arms of King Charles I. Okay, now this coin was made sometime during his reign in 1625. And hammered coins do not have years or the date it was manufactured. So it's impossible to tell you what specific year this coin was made. But estimates based on its mint mark, year of reign, it is somewhere between 1625 to 1628. So it's a very old coin, dating back more than 400 years ago. Now, there's a mint mark. I'll show you where it's located here. This mint mark, I hope you could see it. This mint mark here shows a tower. A tower mint mark means this was made in London Mint, in the Tower of London. And then the inscription on the crown says Carolus. This is Latin for Charles, Carolus. And then you have here the words say Carolus, and then the G means de gratia, by the grace of God. DG, and the next after that is MABR. That's in Latin Magnus Britannia, meaning Great Britain. And then right after that you have the FR, meaning France, Francia in Latin. Et is Latin for and. Finally, you have here HIB, Hibernia, Latin for Ireland. And then finally the word Rex, king. So to complete that Latin inscription, it says Charles, King of Great Britain, France, and Ireland, by the grace of God. So that's the full meaning of the inscription around this crown coin. Now, the reason why I purchased this crown coin is because this is one of the more controversial kings of England. Charles I was the only king that was beheaded by Parliament. Back in his reign, King Charles believed that the divine right of kings to rule in absolute monarchy, meaning Parliament and others would only be his subjects. And this mentality of absolutism or divine right of kings, he gets this from the Spanish monarchs, because during back in his time, Spain was the largest empire, and England was just not as big compared to the Spanish Empire. And he wanted to emulate how the Spanish kings lived in Spain. It should be like like um, like those who are absolute power. No one would stop him from deciding and making decisions without the need to talk to the parliament. It won't. It doesn't have to get passed by the parliament. So he believed in that, and the parliamentarians, didn't agree, and this is pretty much what started the civil war between the royalists and the parliamentarists. And in history, the royalists were defeated, and the parliamentarists captured King Charles I, and it was they made a law. 59 people signed the law to behead King Charles I. And when he was beheaded, not it wasn't really a celebratory event. There were large people who grunted when the king's head was severed from his body. And it was a very uncertain times, because he was the first royal or European royal to be beheaded, and a lot of these monarchs, European monarchs, were up in arms against the British Parliament for doing a regicide, a killing of a reigning king. So this is a momentous event back in the 1700s. At the reverse, you will see the crown. Now, there's a Latin inscription at the back. It says, God protects his servants, followers. So this is more of a religious conviction that if you are a Christian follower, you will be protected. See, being a hammered coin, it's not perfect, because hammering coins back then really was dependent on the type of hammer used, what time of day, if the coin was made in the morning, where the mint masters were not yet tired, they would have strike a better looking coin, and in the afternoon, where they're already having tired, they would have imperfect coins made. So the consistency of coins back then was very poor. This would be the last year or the last monarch that would be making the hammered coins. After King Charles I, his son King Charles II would be put back into the throne, and on his reign, they would be starting to use the milled coins, where a machine is used to manufacture gold coins and silver coins. This coin was graded by NGC. This is VF35, and a lot of these coins are was was melted down by the parliamentarians because they wanted to stop England from remembering their previous monarchs, and they were trying to stamp them out. So a lot of these coins were melted down, and this is one of the few coins that escaped from the melting of King Charles coin. Okay, so when his head got cut off, King Charles I, it was sewn back to his body, and then he was put in a plain black velvet casket, and he was buried in Windsor Castle, far away from London, so that the Londoners won't mourn his death. You know, all these parliamentarians were changing the world. They wanted to get rid of the monarchs, and they tried to remove Charles from history. But eventually the parliamentarians will fail. They didn't do any better, and the monarchs were reinstituted back shortly after, 10 years or so. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this crown coin. This crown coin would be discontinued shortly, but this will be a remembrance of the House of Stuarts, the monarchs that lived during the time in the 1700s. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked my short video of King Charles I. There's so much history behind King Charles I. I feel that there's not enough time to talk about him, but I just wanted to share you this beautiful coin that I'm gonna preserve and keep and share with you guys. Thank you for watching. Till the next video. Bye.